Roberts and Uncini lead it with 48 points. And Barry, if he wants to stay on terms with those two, has got to win today if he's going to have a chance of winning his third World Championship title. Kenny Roberts already has 3 World Championship titles to his name, of course, but lost it last year to Marco Lucanelli. Bike number 3 is the unique Yamaha V4 of Kenny Roberts. Barry Sheene is on the slightly earlier model, still 1982 model, Square 4 Yamaha. Uncini, just getting off his bike, is on a 4-cylinder Suzuki. Also on the front row of the grid, Graham Crosby on another Yamaha, exactly like Barry's. On the second row of the grid, Jack Middleberg, Freddie Spencer on the Honda, and Cork Ballington on the Kawasaki. With just seconds to go now, the traditional push start here at the circuit, which first hosted motorcycle racing back in 1916. And the push, who's going to strike up first? Sheene's got a very good start. Barry Sheene has made a magnificent start, but it's Uncini first. Cork Ballington looks as if he was into 3rd place, but definitely Franco Uncini, the thin Italian, is leading. Barry Sheene in 4th place, going through the picture. 36 motorcycles, amongst them other British runners like Steve Parrish, Ron Haslam on the 4-stroke Honda. But going into the first corner, Kenny Roberts comes down the inside. Franco Uncini is second, 3rd is Barry Sheene, and Kenny Roberts takes the lead. There is Barry. Right behind Barry is Randy Mamola, who made an excellent start. Randy from the 4th row of the grid, finally getting his act together after an absolutely disastrous season. Virginio Ferrari, the other HB Suzuki rider, near the back, I noticed, just 3 from the back. But it is Kenny on the V4 Yamaha who has made a storming start. The true professional Kenny Roberts beating at the moment by 2 lengths Franco Uncini. And let's look at the start again and just watch Uncini on the blue one. Pushes hard, 5, 6, 7 steps. It's just about Barry Sheene's has already fired up and he's away. So Barry Sheene's bike fired quicker, but Uncini certainly rocketed off the line as well. Graham Crosby didn't make such a good start. Haven't noticed where Graham is yet. Well, there is Kenny Roberts, and of course they'll all be hoping and praying they aren't going to have a shower of rain, but the rain clouds are still hanging here at Assen, the town that became famous not for this motorcycle racing, but for the famous train siege. Kenny Roberts and Uncini have pulled out a little gap over Sheene, Mamola, Ballington. Bert Van Dormen looked well up, the darling of the local crowd. And Uncini looks as if he's going to try and take the lead. Barry definitely in 3rd place. No, Roberts on the V4 Yamaha, 30 years old, from Oakdale, California. See the 4 exhaust pipes very clearly on Kenny's V4. But Barry in 3rd place, second fastest in practice. Set a 100-mile-an-hour lap in practice, as did Kenny Roberts. Franco Uncini is undoubtedly the revelation of the 500cc World Championship this year. He was a privateer until this year, and when Marco Lucinelli decided to go over to Honda, Roberto Gallina, who runs the Suzuki Italia team, hired Franco Uncini, and he's actually taken like a duck to water to being a works rider. Had been the top privateer before. He did deserve the ride, although last year was a pretty bad one for him, but previous seasons he'd really shown his skill. Very un-Latin-like is Uncini. Doesn't get too excited. Keeps his head about him. And now just ending lap number 1 with Kenny Roberts in the lead. Barry Sheene in a strong 3rd place, Uncini 2nd. The 3 top riders in the World Championship in the top 3 position. But the order, Kenny Roberts, who you saw in the lead, is still in the lead. Franco Uncini is in there, so is Middleberg, so is Sheene. Freddie Spencer, who moved up into 4th place briefly, has dropped back. And remember, they're all on slick tyres, and the rain has just come down about 2 laps ago. This is lap number 7, almost halfway through the race. And Middleberg's gone into the lead. Uncini now takes 2nd from Kenny Roberts. The positions have been changing all around the circuit. The wheel, you see, coming into the picture now, is that of Barry Sheene in 4th place. It's absolutely anybody's race. They've got to be so careful with the 125 brake horsepower through the back wheel. Just too much throttle, and they'll be off in a trice. Well, the Dutch fans don't mind the rain. They're loving it because their hero, Jack Middelburg, is second. Franco Uncini is second. Barry Sheene was trying round the outside, didn't quite make it. Barry Sheene has made it. Got past Kenny Roberts. Very difficult, very tricky conditions. Now, the organisers may decide to stop this race. The last time you had a real downpour in a Grand Prix, the race wasn't stopped and certain people came in to change tyres. There was total confusion. And there you can really see the rain bouncing off the track. Well, maybe the riders, and Kenny Roberts is down. Kenny Roberts is down. Barry Sheene goes round. Look at Kenny sliding. And Kenny gets up and he's going to be very angry. Well, that certainly loses him the lead of the World Championship now. Now, Kenny is running. What's Kenny seen? Maybe his bike's caught fire or something's on the track. Oh, yes, his bike's caught fire. The V4 Yamaha's on fire. Kenny bravely tries to push it away. Marshals are with him. The petrol has gone onto the track. There is petrol on the track. There's a piece of exhaust pipe. Well, that shows the brave man that Kenny Roberts is. And that is one of only about 2 V4 Yamahas have ever been built. But the fire extinguishers are there very quickly. You hear the crowd actually clapping Kenny. And Barry Sheene still in third place. Well, on slick tyres, I just don't believe this. I'm surprised they can really carry on. But Jack Middelburg has pulled away a little bit. Jack Middelburg having a guest ride on the Suzuki. One of Randy Mamola's spare bikes, in fact. Randy's not going to like this. Now they're coming through the chicane ever so slowly. Well, the motorcycle rules do not... Oh, there you see Graham Crosby's bike down, so Graham Crosby is off. And where is Graham? Well, Steve Parrish just went through the picture. Well, Kenny's walking towards Graham Crosby's bike. But if they can just stay on, they may put the flag up. We'll just have to wait and see. There is... oh, and just look at the wobble. Uncini, who is the rider's representative, is in third place, and he'll be wanting them to stop the race. Well, a complete downpour, but no, they're carrying on. And Jack Middelburg almost comes off. Well, it's virtually impossible to stay on these slick tyres. Jack Middelburg, Franco Uncini, Barry Sheene still in third place. You can see all the umbrellas up there. Uncini trying down the inside, and there's somebody going down the road. That looks like Freddie Spencer's Honda, number 12. Can't see where Freddie is, but that is definitely his Honda. Well, dear, oh dear me. And, well, Jack Middelburg takes a very leisurely look round his shoulder and says to rider's representative, Franco Uncini, what they're going to do about this. A yellow flag is waving. That's probably to signify the Freddie Spencer accident. And honestly, I think they should stop this. It's just impossible in modern-day racing to ride on these slick tyres. And this is not the safest of circuits, the Van Drent circuit in Assen, particularly this section. A lot of trees, as you see, and they have indeed stopped it. The red flag is out, and they have put the checkered flag out as well. Well, we'll have to wait and see if they're going to have a rerun. Well, so the riders will be pleased to see that. Of course, this man, Jack Middelburg, doesn't know that that flag's out yet until he gets round the other side of the circuit. 4.77 miles, remember, this circuit. And so he's got another minute and a half racing in these absolutely atrocious conditions. Well, what a tragedy for the Dutch Grand Prix. It offered so much with Kenny Roberts, Sheene, Uncini, Middelburg, all in there. Well, let's hope that none of those riders we saw fall have been injured. We know that Roberts has gone down the road. We know he's all right. Crosby has crashed. Freddie Spencer has crashed. And, well, the spectators probably know it's been stopped because they've heard it on the PA system. But Jack Middelburg and Sheene is still in the picture. Barry Sheene, we hope, is still upright. Yes, he is. Just cruising on bike number 7 on his John Player Special. And bike number 4 is Jack Middelburg. Yeah. Yes, Dickie, just 10 seconds now before they are off for the second time in this Dutch 500cc Grand Prix. Barry Sheene pushed his bike a little further back. Ken Fletcher actually ran on and wiped his visor. But now they are off. Let's see who fires first. Barry Sheene's made a superb start. Barry Sheene into the lead. Somebody else coming through very quickly. Looked like Middelburg. Barry Sheene made an excellent start, and it is definitely Barry Sheene. There still is a bit of water about. You can see the spray coming off the bikes while they go down towards the little deep corner where they drop down into first gear. And it is Barry Sheene, determined now to stamp his mark on the Dutch Grand Prix. But no, coming down on the inside is Jack Middelburg. And Jack takes the corner. Jack Middelburg jumping Jack in the lead from Barry Sheene. in third place. Didn't quite see who that was, but Franco Incini was in fifth place. A few wobbles there. Andy Hoffman going through the picture. Graham Crosby, I think, is still back in the race, but well down. An extraordinary sight as we see bikes on the motorway above the riders, but Barry Sheene in second place behind Jack Middelberg, the Glazier from Holland, and we'll see the start again, so just watch Barry on bike number 7. Yes, he jumps, throws his leg over the bike and gets an excellent start. Jack Middelberg also came through well. Barry on the red, black and white Yamaha. The OW60 model takes the lead, but he held the lead only briefly, but I suspect that he will be charging hard to get past Jack Middelberg again. This is the first lap of the restart. Remember, this race is now 10 laps. 2 races will be added together. There is Middelberg, there is Sheene. Kenny Roberts going to be taking a little cautiously after that fall. Middelberg and Sheene have broken away from the rest. Just caught a quick flash of the third and fourth, and it looked like Randy Mamola in fourth place. Randy getting his confidence back after those series of mishaps in previous Grand Prix. And just look how close Jack Middelberg's knee gets to the ground as he takes that right-hander. He knows and respects Barry Sheene as a fierce competitor, and isn't it good to see Barry Sheene so well up again this year? Sheene, after that brilliant ride in Argentina, one of his best ever races, was just pipped to the post there by Kenny Roberts. Randy Mamola, I think I saw it moved up into third place just off the picture. Barry tying a slightly different line there. He's won this race before, he knows the track. In fact, he has told me in the past that Assen is his favourite racing circuit. Well, it will definitely be his favourite after today if he can win this one. Coming round for the end of the first 4.77 miles that constitute the first lap. Jack Middelberg on bike number 4. Barry Sheene on bike number 7. Jacks his weight across the bike. Into that tight right-hander. Down to second gear. Accelerates out. Into the chicane. So Jack Middelberg past the new pits complex. The Dutch fans waving and cheering, all 140,000 of them. And they really have pulled away for the rest of the field. Barry Sheene in second place. Now, will Barry try at this first gear corner after the left sweeper to take the lead? Franco Incini looks as if he's moved up to third place. And there is Colt Ballington in fifth. Kenny Roberts, Graham Crosby, and the rest going through the field. Mark Fontana. There is Marco Lucanelli, the world champion. Marco on the 3-cylinder Honda. Doesn't look as if Freddie Spencer took the restart. Ron Haslam just going through the picture on the 4-stroke Honda. Philip Coulon also in there towards the back. Well, Barry Sheene hounding on this second lap. Jumping Jack Middelberg. Definitely the hero of these fans. Well, this is a very nasty section here where they sweep right, left, and then take this sweeping right-hander, the Ossenbroken corner. Now, is Sheene waiting to pounce, or is he going to play a waiting game? Well, the fans are cheering Jack Middelberg, but they're also cheering Barry Sheene. Barry Sheene very popular here. If he keeps it in tight, he might just be able to snap it out of there quickly and get the power down. And Jack Middelberg almost loses it. Barry Sheene definitely on the limit as well. Franco Incini in third place. Fourth, it looked like Randy Mamola. And Sheene trying again on this second lap. Trying to get past Jack Middelberg, the local hero. Jack Middelberg, the man who has been lent just for this one race of Factory Suzuki, and will Suzuki keep him in the squad? I rather suspect after a performance like this they will. Just pops a little wheelie. Barry pops a little wheelie. Cranks it over right. Watching all the time for those damp patches where if you turn the power on the 125 brake horsepower so too quickly with a twist of the wrist, then you'll be off over the bubble and into the hay bales. But Barry Sheene is too experienced for making a mistake like that, but Jack Middelberg isn't, and Jack Middelberg is down the road. He looks as if he's all right. Jack Middelberg just put the power on too quickly. And oh dear, look at the fans, and they're clapping him. Well, Jack Middelberg made a mistake there. And he's off uninjured, and Barry Sheene into the lead, and there is Barry Sheene as we complete this second lap, swooping through the corners on his Yamaha. And let's look at Sir Jack Middleburg just taking that fall again. Barry hounding him. In slow motion we see Jack on the HB Suzuki. And there, high-sided, it went over the top. The bike just missed him. Jack fell round the road. Barry's on the brakes hard, but fortunately Jack goes away off the track. Well, maybe Jack Middleburg won't get that Suzuki ride after. Sheene leading from Franco Ancini. Franco Ancini keeping a watching brief, but seemingly unable to really challenge Barry. Barry will know from his pitch signals exactly where Ancini is, just 2 seconds in the van. But will Ancini make a late charge? This is lap 7 of the 10 in this second part. And Barry, of course, needs to pull away as much as he can from Ancini, because it looks as if they're going to have to add the times together to get a final result. And hopefully Barry's pits are telling him that. Ancini knows he doesn't have to overtake Barry to win. If he can finish on Barry's back wheel, that's good enough. But it looks as if this time Barry has pulled away a little bit. Graham Crosby in third place, being challenged now by Kenny Roberts. So we've got a Yamaha, Suzuki, 2 more Yamahas, and indeed 3 more Yamahas, because Boot Van Dolman is after Kenny, and Kenny really trying hard to get past Graham Crosby for third place. Graham, the Kiwi, you see his bike patched up because he too took a tumble in the first rain-stopped race. Kenny also took a tumble. I still think there'll be quite a bit of arguing about this afterwards, the fact that riders were allowed to re-continue after they crashed. There'll be a lot of reading of the rule books and maybe the odd protest to the FIM, but at the moment what we're interested in is the action out on the track, not the action in the FIM jury. And it is still Barry Sheene leading from Franco Ancini. Then this pair, Graham Crosby, the New Zealander, on his Agostini Yamaha. And in fourth place, that is Kenny Roberts on bike number 3, the unique V4 Yamaha. Seven laps completed now. Graham Crosby in third place, crosses the line in front of his friend and rival from America, Kenny Roberts. Fortunately, the rain has held off in the second part. Rain which caused such chaos in the first. And the fans are waving Boot Van Dolman on as he battles with Cork Ballington, the Rhodesian, who became a South African champion. There's Boot Van Dolman. Cork Ballington with the green Meanie 500 Kawasaki. Takes a look behind him. Sees Randy Mamola and Mark Fontaine. Then, despite that little incident, Takazumi Katayama is still in 8th place. Through the sweeping tree-line Mandike section again. Up to about 140, 150 miles an hour. Cranking it right through the Ossenbroken corner. Then down towards the Beanslang. Has overtaken Barry Sheene. Well, what a disappointment for the British fans. And Sheene is first and pulling away from Barry Sheene. I don't know if Barry Sheene had a moment. We didn't see it on camera. But it is definitely Ancini, the new leader. The caption confirms it. Franco Ancini looking for his 3rd win of the season. Takes another look behind Barry Sheene. Pops a wheelie. And a lot of smoke coming from Ancini's bike. Saw a puff of blue smoke. Is Ancini in problems? Well, he's still got his head tucked well under the bubble. Franco Ancini won 2 Grand Prix already this year. Will this be his 3rd? Well, he takes another hasty look behind him. There is Franco Ancini. Well, if Franco wins this one, he will indeed be the winner overall. Kenny Roberts with a 1st, and it looks like a 3rd place. Franco Ancini will have a 1st and a 2nd, which will give him the overall victory on points. Franco Ancini on the bike number 10. The blue Roberto Gallina prepared. Suzuki. Gallina certainly knows how to prepare these machines. He produced a world champion before in Marco Lucanelli, and it looks as if he's going to produce another one in Franco Ancini. But Graham Crosby is certainly giving Franco a chase. Franco Ancini crosses the line and wins it. So Franco Ancini is the winner. Graham Crosby in second place. Kenny Roberts comes home third. And look at Barry Sheene. Is this Barry Sheene? Can Barry make fourth place? Yes, Barry Sheene just makes fourth place.
Well, in fact, after the two races have been added together and the points totals have been added together, Andrew Mallett really did get his sums right eventually, because the winner was Franco Ancini. In second place was Kenny Roberts, and third was Barry